I have a Barcelona chair, Chinese reproduction, but a quality one, but it's old. I've got some split leather at the top. So the plan is to take this strap off and flip it around so that the split, after I glue it together, the split is on the inside, which I've already done with this strap. And it came out really well. So I have to start with drilling out the rivets. Got an 11/64 drill bit just to drill out the head. Enough for it to come off. Wallow it around so the head comes off, and then the strap may be stuck to it, but there's no reason it's not going to come off. There's probably a little bit of the rivet sticking up. Yeah. Then the point is to get these out. You have to totally clean out the hole. This is solid stainless. The hole is about a little over a ½ inch deep, 0.6 inches, so you have to make sure and get them completely out. I typically switch to a little smaller bit. This one's a 5/32. And drill all the aluminum out. And hopefully you can get that to happen. Now the ball is still in there probably, but I'll clean it out as soon as I can get this off my drill bit. Let's see if yeah, it's a little short, so the ball is probably still in there. I'll drill it out with a smaller bit. Let's see, yep. There's a, for those that don't know, there's a ball at the end of a rivet. That ball is probably still in there, so you really want the whole hole cleaned out. So just broke my bit off. I'll be back. Part 2, broke a bit in the first one, got it out, got the hole completely cleaned out. Now you could stick something in there till it's cleaned out. It's about a ½ inch, a little more than a ½ inch deep. So now to get this one cleaned out, so that's the hope, is that you can pull on them, get them out in one piece if possible. Now the ball is probably still in there, so again it's just a matter of drilling and getting the whole thing empty. And you can also use the vacuum cleaner once you get it cleaned out to make sure and suck out any rest of the dirt, debris, the aluminum debris. So once we finish this, we're going to do the other strap, and then we'll glue the strap, the crack strap together with contact cement and turn it around to where the cracks are on the inside and put it back just like it is. Part 3 coming up. Strap we removed. It's split at the top. The point is, I'm gonna flatten it with a board for a little while to get it to get back into its shape, because the whole intent is once it's glued with, I'm using Plyobond 25 contact cement. You can use Barges, you can use Masters, any kind of good contact cement. This one is going to be reverse, so I want to get it glued back good, and then we'll put it on backwards. This end is okay. Well, it has a little separation, so I'll need to glue that. So I clamped it with a clamp for a little while just to give it a little, straighten it out a little bit. So the whole point with contact cement is just put some on it and let it air dry. This strap seems to be coated with a previous glue that I also used a little sandpaper on the leather if it was too slick. But the previous glue on this leather appeared to not dry, so it may be like a neo-weld glue. So that needs to air dry until it's dry, and then I'll put another coat until it's just tacky, and then I'll put it back together and lay it flat and clamp it for a few minutes. It will become secure enough to use, and then it cures within 7 days for sure, but it cures solid enough to be able to put the strap back on within 20 minutes. So. And the rivets I'm going to use are aluminum 5/32, 4 millimeters is the width of it across, and they're 1/2 inch once they're compressed. So these are really, this is the model. They fit a little bit loose and long, you would think, but once you start compressing it with a rivet gun and you have the leather strap behind it, they fit perfectly. This strap here is a perfect example of the result, and it's back just like it was. Alright, I've had this glued and clamped down. It appears to be in good shape. I mean, I'm going to be reversing it, so it will have more time to dry. So the point is to put this whole thing on backwards and bring it around this way so that the crack is underneath. So now it's time to do some riveting. Just to get it lined up right, I'll stick them both in there. With the rivet gun, you squeeze until it breaks. Then you dump it out. You can let loose and push in farther, and then push in farther until it breaks off. Dump it out. Now we're riveted on. We want it to pull as tight as possible. try to pull it in as typically if you bought new straps it would be a little longer and you would have some length to pull with, so right now we have what we have. So it's stretching it hard, but it should work. All right, here we go. And again. And we are done. The strap is on, good and tight as usual, as new. You have a perfectly good edge here now, where it used to be split. That's all on the inside and not showing. And saved a lot of money from trying to buy new straps. It's minimum $200 for a good strap kit from China, on a slow boat from China, or $1,200 if you try to get one locally. So it's a good reuse of the same straps, keep it all original. And that's it. We'll be doing the other ones and finish this chair up.